What would you rate yourself?
Do all women think they are a 10 out of 10?
For ladies to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Where do they get these ideas from?
I'm amazing. I'm a goddess. I don't need a rate.
And what does it mean for you?
10. 10. Obviously a 10.
That's what we will be looking at today. And to start things off, we're gonna look at a clip from Netflix's show, The Ultimatum. Now, before we get into this clip from The Ultimatum, if you're new here, my name is Louis Farfields, dating coach for over 10 years. I have met a whole lot of other dating coaches in my life. I would say most of them were quite good. Today, I'm gonna be looking at some dating coaches for women that I had not seen before, and their content was quite shocking. Let's start with The Ultimatum.
I know relationships are like give and take, and I'm good at that. I don't have to compromise myself and do things that I'm not happy with, all in the name of keeping a man.
In case you're wondering what you're looking at, it's this Netflix show, The Ultimatum, and the woman that you're seeing, her name is Kanya. Her and this guy have been dating for quite a while now, and they're having a conversation about who's supposed to do what. What are the roles of the two genders in the relationship?
You're asking me this, what do you bring to the table thing, and I never engage in that. I'll give you the most cliche answer and say I am the table.
What's interesting here is that this woman, Kanya, is saying that she's going to give the most cliche answer. I am the table. For me, this was not a cliche answer at all. Cliche means that it's the standard. You've seen or heard it many times before. This tells us that in the women's world, this is a very common answer, or at least this advice must be coming from somewhere. And I went to do some research, and let me tell you, I found the source of this advice. We're gonna look at it soon. I hope you can stay calm when we are gonna look at it. But before we get to the source of this, we just heard Kanya say that she is the table, right? She is good enough. But then what does she want in a man?
From a guy, I'm wanting honesty. I'm wanting loyalty, lots of love. I need security in all aspects, emotionally and financially. I also want to be with someone that knows I'm the prize.
She lists about 6 things that she needs from a guy, and let's be honest, she's pretty much painting the perfect guy, right? The perfect scenario. But this perfect guy has to realize that she is the prize. Make it make sense.
That really don't make sense to me. So yeah, that's a huge red flag.
Where does it come from? Team TextGod put on their inspector outfits, and we crawled around the internet. We did find the source of all evil on your screen right now.
The best thing a man can ask you on a date is, what do you bring to the table? Because two things straight away. If you want a masculine man and his masculine energy, he is not one. He has told you straight away that relationship cannot happen. Finished. Done. But the second thing is, that man is so deep in his feminine energy that you could probably sit down, have a date with him, and learn from him how to be in it. Because even the concept of sitting down and thinking, what can this person do for me and what do they bring to the table, is so in his receiving energy. The fact that he's even sitting there and having the audacity to say that is so deeply, like, I mean, I'm not even sure me and you can get that feminine, is so deeply in there that we got a lot to learn from this guy.
Okay, first things first, I'm not sure about you guys, but if someone would speak to me like that with those aggressive hand signs in there all the time, I have a hard time listening. It feels so aggressive. To me, it doesn't feel feminine at all. But then again, what do I know about femininity? Because this woman just taught me, and apparently she's a really big deal on social media, and a lot of women get advice from this woman. Have you ever dared to think what a girl could potentially offer you, or how she could enrich in your life? How dare you, you little lady. You're such a girly girl. Look, at TextGod, we firmly believe that in life, but especially in relationships, the right mindset to have is, what can I give? Come from a giving mindset rather than what can I take? Do things for the sake of enriching other people's lives. This woman is saying that as a guy, you're not even allowed to say or think, what could this other person mean to me? Like, how could she enrich in my life? That's not allowed?
If a man is asking you what you bring to the table, it's already an error. There is an error. It's a problem. This is not a person you want to date. Why? I'll tell you. If someone's looking at you transactionally, and that's how their mind is based and their brain is, they're not looking to expand with somebody, to love somebody.
I'm a little bit baffled, but if I get it right, if you, as a man, ask a woman what she can bring to the table, wrong, then you are seeing the relationship as transactional. Now, I may just have been doing this whole dating thing wrong as a coach for over 10 years. As far as I understood it, relationships are transactional. Sure, if you're a bad person, you could just be with someone for their money or to gain access to their network or just for the sake of not feeling lonely. But a relationship by itself, by definition, is a transaction. Let's exchange love. I'll give you financial security. You support me on my mission. I'll give you great orgasms. You give me some great orgasms too. That sounds like a good transaction to me.
Listen to what he's saying and validate what he's saying. Like, respond and ask him questions about it, but do not, and I repeat, do not compliment him.
Listen to him. You can ask questions and validate it, but do not compliment him. You guys watching, you already know, if you are a man, you get flooded with compliments. Every time you leave the house, compliments everywhere. Your girlfriend should not give you compliments. Do not compliment your man. Look, if she would have said, hey, in the dating phase, don't hand out your compliments just like that without meaning it, you know. Don't compliment all the time. Sure, I would agree. But she's talking about your man. There's a relationship. Why would you not compliment your partner when they've done something well or they look sharp? I must be doing this wrong. I complimented my girl today. I'm sorry to this guru, but she also complimented me. And I guess she is about to lose me now. She compliments me quite often. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel good. It makes me happy to be with her, among other things. But it's gonna get even worse.
Let him do things for you, but don't be too impressed by it. It's a standard. Let him know that. Let him know that you want to be treated like a queen. It's not like he's being this macho man, amazing person. It's a standard.
Interesting point again. She's a queen and she should be treated as a queen, but this is standard, normal. Look, you're not a king. She's a queen.
And you have standards.
She's up here and you're just here. Especially if you ever spoke about the table or if you expected a compliment, you little sissy boy. You're here. Here's the queen. I would say if she also says you treat him like a king and you're the queen, great. Now you're equals. There seems to be mutual respect. But you're down here like a little simp looking up at the pedestal.
Oh, mighty queen, can I please exist?
Man, my girl even thanks me and compliments me when I buy her a coffee, even if it's for the 100th time. Even if my girl just made 3 delicious meals this week and I go get the groceries once, she's like, hey, thanks for getting the groceries. My girlfriend is so dumb. She's doing everything completely wrong. And I'm falling for it. That makes me even dumber. You would think it's not possible, but this is gonna get even worse.
He needs to feel like he is lucky to have you, not the other way around. No compromises, whatever you put as like what you want in a relationship, he's lucky to do that for you and he's lucky to be in this. You're not lucky to have him.
You know what I'm thinking? If you are a woman, never follow this advice, but let's say a woman does follow this advice, it could be useful in a way. If you follow this, you execute it, and your guy sticks with it, that's when you have to leave. Because then you're dating a guy with absolute shit for self-esteem, below 0 self-worth. Those are the only guys that would allow this type of stuff to happen. Every other guy with a bit of confidence and a bit of self-esteem is like, what the hell is wrong with this woman? What is with this god complex and this, I don't know, some sort of praise kink maybe, but no normal guy sticks around. Maybe for you guys, if you ever want to see if your girl has any self-respect or not, you use this on your girl and see if she stays. And if she runs away, well, then you could say that it was an experiment. Dating advice from this incredibly bright woman that's making us all a bit better as a potential partner. Now, luckily, guys, this is not the only woman out there giving dating advice to young women in need for some support. There's another one. Let's have a look.
This is why guys think I'm too good for them and they literally cry and beg for me to be their girlfriend.
This is why guys think I'm too good for them and they literally cry and beg to have me as a girlfriend. Great start. Let's get to the advice.
You need to consistently make him chase. Make him feel like he needs to work for you. He wants to work for you. It's in a man's nature to chase. That's what you gotta do, girls. Now I want this. Now I would like that. Oh, you can't give me those things? Okay. I'm sure my dad can get it for me. Or, oh, I'm sure another guy would be happy, more than happy to provide that for me.
Fuck! Let's flip the script. Now I want this. Now I want that. Oh, you can't do it for me? Now I want you to cook roast chicken for me with no vegetables. Oh, you can't do it for me? I'm sure my mom could do it for me. Now I want a blowjob in public. Ah, you won't do that for me? I'm sure many women would be happy to do that for me. Maybe I'm just an old school romantic boomer gentleman. But to me, this does not feel very healthy. Just when you think you've seen it all, I have one more for you. And this one is this is the best one.
Let's manifest him to become obsessed with you. I'm gonna give you my energy in the next 60 seconds. I want you to channel your inner divine feminine energy as I give you my energy. You are so addictive to him. He can't help but think about you. Even when he doesn't talk to you, he's thinking about you. Every song, every movie, every moment, every smell reminds him of you. Because you are a magnet to love.
You are a magnet to love. You guys may not notice because you're not as good as sex maybe, but it's a little micro orgasm in there. I recognize it.
You are just drawing in love, light, success. Everything good just happens.
Yeah, fuck that shit. No, I'm gonna tell you one more thing that will completely change your life. Everything you've wanted to achieve with dating, I promise you will achieve it. Let me explain in a second, but before I do, click some of the free downloads in my description. You're gonna come on my newsletter. I'll send you the best opener ever for dating apps, super high response rate, 10 texts that always work, and a whole bunch of dating tips. I'll just send you some emails. I get really good responses on these emails. People love them. Try them out. Now, to make your dating life infinite times better, I have something for you.
You are the supreme Sigma Alpha Gigachet Ultra Lord male. Every breath you take makes her more and more obsessed with your biceps, which by the way are very defined, very good biceps. Every smell reminds her of your post-workout sweaty odor. Everything she eats make her want to eat your ass. Wait, you might not really be into that, but yeah, you should give it a try, honestly.
Share this video with a friend who would also get triggered by this toxic femininity or whatever you could call this. Otherwise, the affirmation magic won't work. Subscribe. See you later. I love you.